I've always sort of steered away from calling myself a creative, but that's what I am. So it's interesting because finally, with the introduction of this concept of creative industries, finally we have potentially a way of legitimising what a lot of people like me do. My name's Gavin Banks. I'm the creative director of Good Idea. Good Idea was established in 1998, so it's been in Newcastle 17 years. The creative industries are only really going to become valuable and be perceived as important when people realise that creativity can generate income and can generate cash. In our world, we'll pay singers who are famous lots and lots of money, and they're creatives. In a country like Africa, everyone sings. Why would you pay someone to do it? We pay people to do it because we know we can sell off them. We know that there is a market, there is money to be made. And I think with the creative industries, people will really latch onto that and value that when they see what creatives can do to help them generate income. Good Idea work both with agencies and direct with clients. We have more direct clients than we do through agencies. We do a lot of work in the not-for-profit space. Clients have been Lions Australia, the Salvation Army, PCYC New South Wales. The George Institute, big sort of corporate clients would include, and this is through an agency, Mitsubishi Electric, Husqvarna. I think the attraction to the not-for-profit work for me is really around doing work that is contributing. The not-for-profit works are organisations that we make films for, are all out there in the community doing some kind of good. They're change agents. And so it's particularly satisfying to work on a project that we know can change hearts and minds. And that could be around, we did a series last year for PCYC New South Wales. It was to try and help people drive more responsibly. So putting lots of time and effort into something that was actually going to physically and hopefully markedly actually impact the number of people that die on the roads and reduce it. That was an easy project to throw ourselves into and to work hard to achieve a really powerful result for. I think there's a certain kind of stigma associated with living in Newcastle, and I think it's that kind of small town syndrome. Anyone that comes from Sydney or comes from Melbourne, if they don't know the place, they look at it and go, oh, Newcastle, why would you live there? We've had clients ask that question. And then we've talked about the lifestyle, and we've also said you're getting your film doesn't cost as much because we do. Because the cost of living here is lower, our overheads are lower. But we don't want to be getting our work because we're less expensive than someone that comes from Sydney. Our aim is for people to seek us out because they like what we do. I love the fact that Newcastle is not really busy. And I love the space. I love the fact that I can walk along the beach and with my partner and it's not crowded. I love what I love about Newcastle is the lifestyle and its proximity to so many great, interesting, beautiful places. The big challenge for businesses in Newcastle is that talent comes here but then has to leave because there's not enough work locally. And if we had more work locally, then there'd be a bigger pool of talent. I think one of the biggest challenges for working out of Newcastle is answering the question of whether the sacrifices that one makes by staying here are going to be compensated by the benefits of living here. Anybody that lives and works out of Newcastle are missing out on opportunities that exist in places like Sydney and Melbourne. I think an acknowledgement of the creativity and the expertise that exist here, a labelling of the creative industries, a celebration of what we have individually and collectively and could collectively achieve is the way to change that. At the moment, there are too many people doing amazing work that very few people know about.